I think it's just like a really good example of when you put two autistic people in a room together.
Next time, give it loud everybody for Anthony Eugenio. We're gonna have a next time. Very funny. Wayne Russell, everybody.
Welcome to the Open Mic Pain with Anthony and Wayne podcast.
Alright, so you were hosting. I know that much.
Yes.
You hosted first time.
Yes. Also, my name is Nick. My name is Nick Hesper,
Yeah.
by the way. Yeah.
We'll fix that later.
We'll fix that. Yeah, we'll fix it in post.
We'll fix that in
We'll
post.
fix that in post.
I love saying that, and then I'm like, I don't know who the fuck's doing post here.
We'll fix it in the aggregate. That is. It's okay. So you know how you have your like I told you John's take on the polyamorous divorce thing.
No.
When you were talking about like picking like who gets whose partner.
My divorce draft?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's just like Moneyball, you know?
Oh, yeah.
2 5s, a 10. This one's great, but his biggest problem is he can't hit for shit. And then it's like, we'll fix it in the aggregate. We'll
fix it in the aggregate.
We'll fix it in the aggregate.
That's fine.
So that's what it makes me think of. We'll fix it in the aggregate.
Somehow this is a record time to get to a polyamorous conversation.
Oh, just so quickly?
So quick. Hey,
Well-
we usually get there.
It was mostly just like about like I just love to plug John's jokes because John is so funny
He's
and
the-
never goes up on stage. And never will.
Somebody else was bullying him the other day about when we were Grand Town when you hosted.
Because he's so funny.
He's so
John is so funny.
I don't remember who was bullying him, but
It's like I was at the fucking gynecologist this morning and I was like, oh, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I just want to go home and go to bed. And he just responds, nap smear. And I'm like, why are you funnier than me? And you don't even go up on stage.
I have that with my two best friends in this world. If they start comedy, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Like, they're just so funny and they won't do it. And they even come to mics with me and they won't do it. And I'm like, buddy, get on stage. You're going to crush.
That's like, my friend Avery's really funny, but like, he's not the kind of funny that would like translate to, like, you know, when people are just like funny people to be around, but then like, if you like point a spotlight at them, they're like, yeah. And so like, but my friend Avery, I love him to death. So like, speaking of like getting to the heavy shit really early in so my dad has ALS. And when I kind of like slowly started going down my contact list and like telling people because I'm like, I don't want to like bring it up later and have them be like, what? When did that happen? Why didn't you tell me? So it's like, it's funny to like tell people so that you don't get yelled at for not telling them.
What a sad town crier, actually.
It like truly is. It's just like, hear ye, my dad has 2 years to live. But I called my friend Avery, and his response to me telling him about the diagnosis was the only response that made me genuinely laugh. Because I was like, hey, you know, like, just want to let you know, keep you in the loop about what's going on in my life. My dad has ALS. And he was like, oh. And he just like, and then he would like stop for a second and be like, ugh. Like, and it's just, and I'm sitting there, like, I've got him on speaker, I'm painting my nails, laughing my fucking ass off. He's like, oh, I'm like trying to imagine if that happened to me. And I'm just like, Avery, I love you. Like, he is truly one of my best friends.
That's honestly...
He's so funny.
And that's kind of what you need in that moment. I know I'm the worst person with those because I'm just like, I'm sorry, how can I help?
Yeah.
Like, I don't have any I can make jokes about it, but I also don't know where the line is.
Yeah.
Like, you said your dad had ALS and I was going to hit you with another brag about it. And I was like, I don't know if this is the time.
Yeah, maybe not, but...
We were watching back, I bit my tongue real hard. And I was just like, it was, yeah. I don't get it. I mean, a lot of comedians say, like, their funniest friends are, like, won't do it. All their friends back home are, like, funnier than any comedian they've ever met. They just don't. I guess we just have, like, that part of us that, like, needs the attention of strangers or the validation of strangers, which is why we're at a bar on a Tuesday at 11 p.m. on your work night kind of thing.
Yep. Closing down bar, yeah. It's
closing down bar after bar.
Yeah,
when you close down 2 bars in one night, that's when you're like...
That's when you have... Well, I mean, and I used to do that a lot in Chicago because, like, some bars close at 2 and some bars close at 4. So it's like you close down the 2 a.m. bar and then you'd be like, all right, we're going to Clark Street Ale House.
Let's go.
We're going to Ravens. No, but... Sorry, like, backtracking to when you were talking about, like, comedians with funny friends. I, like, don't listen to podcasts, which is funny because now we're doing one.
Mm-hmm.
But... I went looking for, I got really high one day, I was looking for Jack Antonoff interviews, the musician.
Very specific?
Because he has this, like, you'd love it, like, very neurotic way of talking.
He's great in podcasts.
Exactly. That's, like, so I found him on the Berbiglia podcast, and I was like, ooh, perfect, it's like an hour, I can just sit here, and it's just, their banter and, like, their back and forth is so good, and, like, because they both, grew up in Jersey, kind of came up at the same time, and it's so funny because, like, like Antonov is like saying some of Birbigli's jokes, but my Birbiglia is like, I haven't told that joke in 20 years.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, like, Steel Train, and Steel Train was a band that Jack Antonoff was in 20 years ago. So it's like they know each other so well, and they like are still friends and still like keep up with each other's works, but like the things that like stick in their minds, like the foundational stuff is like the early works. And I just think that's funny. It was like I don't do podcasts, but like I was entranced, and I would watch it again.
That's so fascinating. I haven't watched the episode of the podcast. I love Birbiglia's podcast because he has a lot of moments like that.
Mm.
And it does make me wonder, like, why do those stick? Like, I have 25-year-old jokes that I heard, again, when I was 4, 5, 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I quote them every day.
Yeah.
Nobody knows them. I might even... They're so old now that some comedians bring them back on new specials, and nobody's heard them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you fucking cheater. I know that's a joke from your first special.
You recycled that.
You motherfucker. Hey. Yeah. That's like, you're in an arena, so I'm not going to shit on you too hard. Like, you made $250,000 tonight, but it's crazy. Fun. Do you know which the oldest joke you remember is? Like, did you enjoy comedy growing up, or did you just like stumble into this?
I got into it
because you're very new at this.
My friends got me into it when I was like 13, like 13 or 14. I like made friends with kids who were a year older than me, and they were all obsessed with John Mulaney. Yeah. So like we would have sleepovers and we would watch John Mulaney, and then like that
was peak John Mulaney too.
Yeah,
that was new in town. That was
it was right when the Comeback Kid came out. Was when we started getting really into it, and then so I watched Comeback Kid first, and then New in Town, and then listened to the Top Part, which is the one on Spotify. Yep. And then 2018. Literally on my birthday.
The Top Part's such a good one. Sorry.
The Top Part is good. On my birthday in 2018, he came to Phoenix and he played Comerica Theater, and it was my 18th birthday. I went with my mom. Nice. So my mom took me to see John Wayne, and that's where I got the signed Comeback Kid record that I have.
I'll try to remember to take a photo to put it in here.
Yeah, but that was it was a birthday present from my mom in addition to the ticket, and. And I just remember seeing it live and then being like, ooh, goody, I can't wait for it to come out on Netflix. And it came out on Netflix, and I'm like, oh, different jokes, like, it's not the same as and I just like really got into it. So that was, I was 18 then, and then I took a intro to comedy writing spring semester, sophomore year of college. Mm-hmm. And that was like the first time I like did stand up, but it was like in a classroom for a grade.
That's crazy.
See, listen, I can bomb in real life, but at least I'm not like getting a C. Yeah, it's not going on my transcript.
Man, if my GPA went down because I wasn't funny, I would kill myself.
Literally,
I would kill myself. Yeah. I got a 4.0. If that ruined it, I would lose it.
It's oh my god, it was so funny, and like because it wasn't just stand up, it was comedy writing. So like we did sketches, we did like things like that, but everyone was kind of had things that they were good at and like wanted to do more of. And we would do like a little like baby showcase every week in class. And I remember this
tough room.
It was a very tough room because it's just a bunch of 19-year-old assholes who are obsessed with comedy, think they're the funniest person in the room, and hate each other.
Oh, it's kind of an open mic, actually.
Yeah, but like younger. Like take an open mic and make it no one can legally drink.
Yeah, I would. That's awesome. You're sober.
I was. Yeah,
you're in school.
It was 11 o'clock in the morning.
All right, let's not.
Imagine doing but like it was 11 o'clock in the morning, like in a
classroom,
like riddled with asbestos in the music building. It's crazy.
I do wish they rolled out of bar curtains. That would make the class 10 times better.
People would laugh. None of us could legally drink. And ASU was a dry campus, actually. Go Sun Devils. Yeah, you can't have any alcohol, even if you're 21 in your dorms.
So there's got to be a ton of like frat houses and shit off campus, right?
Off campus, yeah.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
There clearly was an incident or 7,500 incidents, but
yeah.
Anyways, that's crazy.
Yeah, they drove the frat houses off the campus.
So I can't get over. I like the thought of doing because even like classes take a bad rap, and there's some really good ones and there's some really not good ones. Like classes we would take now, but like as like an academic class. How did you get graded?
We would turn shit in. Like we had to do one of them was like parody songs, and we at that. So the thing about this is that this was spring semester sophomore year for me was 2020. So we were in person. We left for spring break and then never came back. Yeah. And so we ended up doing it a lot over Zoom, which is why we were supposed to do this big final showcase. It would have been my first time like performing stand up in front of like a real audience. But then we ended up not doing it. We didn't do it. We canceled it. And so because of COVID, I like never did that first showcase, never broke the ice, and just kind of let it die.
Yeah.
Until I moved here. But no, it's because we had the Canvas page, and we would have to one of our assignments was parody songs, so you had to post what the song was and then do your lyrics, and we can all we all we all had to comment on each other's.
Oh my god, you're like a discussion board for.
Yeah, it was you have to leave a comment on 2 people's posts to get the grade, and then I wrote out word for word a 5-minute routine, and then turned it in for a grade, and I got I think an A-, something like that. Yeah. I
wonder, what did that rubric look? Was it funny or not? Was it
I mean, it was
real subjective?
Part of, I guess it was did you do the readings? Are you applying, did you use the rule of 3? But is it fish out of water? Blah, blah,
Yeah. What's fish out of water?
Fish out of water, it's a genre.
I'm not funny, so.
It's for when you're doing long form, if you were to write a full movie or because that was another thing. We had to write a pilot episode for a TV show. We had to write a spec script for an existing TV show. And so Fish Out of Water is either one normal person in a room full of crazies or one crazy person in a room full of normals.
Okay.
It's literally a fish out of water because that creates conflict. Conflict leads to tension. Tension leads to tension resolving, and that's comedy. Hey.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, so it's the very academic way. I mean, you've seen all my fucking books. Those were textbooks that I bought, I bought for that class. Because the only one that was required for the class was the comic toolbox, which I did half the readings. Oops. And then the other 3 or 4 were just suggested supplemental materials if you wanted to.
Gotcha.
And I was so gung ho that I my all my little college monies, and I bought all the books and then never read them. Yeah.
I will say there are a couple up there. What's the comedy handbook? Is that one of them?
It's the comic toolbox, the comedy Bible.
Comedy Bible by
Mastering Stand Up and LOL.
The Comedy Bible, my favorite podcast, actually did 3 episodes on it.
Wow.
Kind of going through it sarcastically, facetiously, but then they're it's actually not. There's some decent stuff in here. There's one exercise that actually I will never forget, and I do it all the time in my head. It's it was essentially situations that you would go through in comedy. So if somebody drops and shatters a glass. When I thought about this the other day, because yesterday somebody shattered a glass in the middle of the set.
Mm-hmm.
And it's what do you say on stage? My go-to is just you don't gotta throw shit, or you can leave that anywhere. They're kind of hack and cliche, but it was just there were just whole things about different, a workbook. What if somebody gets up in the middle of your set and walks right across the stage? How do you just handle that? Or, or checks being distributed if you have a check spot. So there are cliche things in those books, but some of it is helpful. Or at least is to me, but.
Yeah. I haven't read them yet.
They're good.
I'll let you know when I get around to it.
The Bible's a good one. I can't speak for any other ones.
Comic Toolbox, that was it was a lot of just kind of powering through it, and this is how you write comedy even if you're not funny. It's literally that's how it's laid out. So it was really nice. It's very comforting, when you're 19 and you're I don't know if I'm actually funny, and then going in and but no, I knew that I was pretty funny because in that class, I got an email from the professor, and professor is such a strong word for a grad student. And so this guy, Lemon Anderson, who's some Tony Award winning poet who also kind of does comedy. I don't know.
I'll Google him later.
I'll Google him too. I only remember his name because I think I saw it somewhere.
That's a fun name.
Lemon Anderson, great name.
Yeah.
But he was coming to our class to visit, and give advice and whatever. And so I got an email unprompted from my grad student professor, and he was hey Nick, this guy Lemon Anderson is coming to the class. Would you feel comfortable performing either what you've already written or something new for him, your stand-up? And I was what? Me?
I'm special?
Stop. And so and so I wrote a fresh 5 minutes and then performed it in front of him, and it was really nice. He gave me feedback. It was so funny because just this back in May, 2 months ago, I went home and I was going through my old shit, and I found my comedy book my joke book from that class, and I had the notes that Lemon Anderson gave me. And he gave me this list of people that he either thought reminded me that I reminded him of, or that he thought I should check out. And one of them was Eric Bogosian, who I'm obsessed with. And so I was I didn't know who Eric Bogosian was back then, but to now see that someone compared 19-year-old me, I was oh my god, it's crazy.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, so I really liked that class. It taught me a lot, and I know that like we tried to be supportive, but like we weren't. And it was literally like it was me and then this girl Grace were the only like feminine people
Gotcha.
in the class, and then it was all dudes. And or like
It's really sounding like an open mic.
yeah, cis dudes, yeah. But at the very end, instead of doing the showcase, we did like a compliment circle. So like we got on a Zoom call and just said nice things about each other.
Okay.
And I will never forget Grace's compliment for me. She was like, Nick, my one goal every time I performed in this class was to make you laugh. And I was like, Grace,
that's all you want to hear.
Stop. Yeah, so
making somebody laugh that you think is funny is like if I ever really get Chad Loring, I'm like, fuck yeah. I don't care if nobody else in this room's laughing. Chad Loring, Jackson Watts, I don't know if you've met him.
I don't think I have.
He's so fucking funny. Him, Dan Williamson, and then Matt Jarvis are like the four people. Honestly, and you, I was thinking about that on the right over here. Like, you guys are all just like, you make me fucking laugh. Now that I think about it, I can't think of a female that I'm sure there is one, and I can't. Shelby LaCour is another one where it's like, if I get her to laugh, I'm like, let's fucking go. Yeah. That's all I need. All I need in life. Honestly, a good set will keep you going through like a really bad week at work or something like that. Like, or listening, if you listen back to it too, and you're like, yeah, I did get a pop there.
Yeah. No, I love a good, Nick Gregoretti has such a great laugh. Like, if I can get, every once in a while I get like a really good Gregoretti laugh, and I'm like, oh. And it stands out so big in the videos too. Like, he cuts through the crowd. I love a Gregoretti laugh.
I stole his, his opening for whenever it brings me up. He's like, this next guy in comedy, he's a good friend of mine. It really makes me emotional seeing him because every time I see him, it reminds me of the first time I ever did stand-up comedy. And he does it every time. Mm-hmm. I stole that bringing him up the other day. He always gets laughs. I stole it bringing him up. Silence. Crickets. And I was like, man, the only thing worse than that joke is how accurate that joke was in that moment. Where I was like, fuck me. And it was at the point, too, I'm like, this is my home crap. This is my home turf. It's a home game.
Isn't it also his home turf?
Yeah. And he does better, apparently.
Gotta love Gregoretti.
I love Gregoretti. He's a great guy. I gotta have him on, actually.
What?
I gotta have him on this podcast because he's fun.
I do have to like sit down and talk with him about the hosting gig because like we're co-hosting, and so it's
your first time like hosting not at your place
and like not with a 10-minute warning.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like my first like pre-booked hosting thing, and it's me and Gregoretti are co-hosting.
Awesome.
And so like literally the last time I saw him at Castle Island, I was like, hey, like a couple weeks before, can we like sit down for a little bit and just like have a conversation, and you tell me like what you need from me, like, and how I can like make it go more smoothly for you. And he was just like, open communication? Get the fuck out of here. I was like, what? Did I do something wrong? He's like, a comic being proactive? What? I'm like, yeah, no, like this is fun. I wanna do it right.
You wanna do it right. There's actually classes that are just on hosting. Next time I see one, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
There's a lot of shitty ones, but there are a couple in mind that I won't name names. But yeah, there are a couple in mind that are great, and like it's just like a 1-day class, but it's all on hosting, and like they're fantastic. Cool. I highly recommend them. Yeah, it's fun. Hosting's really fun. It's a different beast, and your job isn't to be funny, which sucks.
Just to be high energy.
Yeah, it's like you want to get the crowd ready to laugh is really all it comes down to. So like you want to bring some energy, you want to get people excited. But like you're almost guaranteed to bomb, especially when you are new at it.
Yeah.
And I'm still in this boat too. But it sucks because like you always want to do well, and it's like my job isn't to do well right now, and that even as you move up in the ranks, like hosting, your job is never to crush. It's to do fine and get people ready to laugh and ready for the guys or people who are gonna crush.
Yeah.
But man, it sucks when you just like eat shit. Anytime you eat shit, but when you have to keep going up. And you're like, I know you guys don't like me, but...
Yeah, it's... Oh my god.
What's up?
The northern white rhino is officially extinct.
Are you serious?
Yes. Here.
Oh my god, it's going to be a really sad way to come back from the trouble. That's for sure what I'm going to use.
Breaking news.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, here.
Those were the ones where they had like armed security guards around them, didn't they?
Here,
I feel like I'm thinking of.
Wait.
Oh, way to ruin the mood.
Listen, I do not control what I.
I didn't kill him, okay? Let
me see.
How do you do that?
Yeah, the northern white rhino has been declared functionally extinct since 2018, with only 2 females remaining.
Yeah, so they were just destined.
They can't reproduce because there's only 2 females left. The status of the northern white rhino, from widespread populations at the turn of the 20th century to their imminent extinction, is a tragic story marked by relentless poaching, habitat loss, and ultimately the loss of this iconic species forever. Damn! Oh my god, look at that graph. Look at how sharp that shit is.
Wait.
From 1895 to 1960, they killed, like, what is that? 15? No, that's like 17.5 thousand rhinos.
Of 20.
Out of 20,000.
So what's that?
So that's like 17 point... Yeah, or... 17.5.
Times it by 5.
Okay, so that's 50 plus 35 plus 2.5 is 87.5. That's 87.5% of all rhinos were killed in 65 years. That's nuts.
You hate to fucking see it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And no one did anything about it until 1985. That's nuts. That's huge. I hate that. I hate this.
Well, I'm not coming back to that, but...
I mean, you can.
I'm gonna grab a drink if we're doing a quick cut.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna do one.
I think it's just like a really good example of when you put 2 autistic people in a room together, what will they talk about? Oh, obviously the extinction of the northern white rhinoceros.
Yeah. That's so fucking sad, actually. Damn. You hate to see it.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, see, it's those kind of things where I'm like, do I kind of want people to, like, bring back extinct species? Like, there are times where I do want that, but then, like, we're going to abuse that privilege immediately.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I don't want us to figure that out, but it would be nice.
It's the same little paradox of people being like, oh, we need to colonize Mars. And it's like, why would we start a new planet from scratch when we can just put some actual goddamn effort into fixing the one we have?
Well, there is a theory that it's just going to be, like, rich people who go there, and it's like, global warming's the poor people's problem now.
Okay, yeah, but, like, also, we could just fix global warming.
Oh, yeah. Or they can just go have their own planet full of rich people. You know goddamn well I'm with you.
We could just, like, do this back and forth for 20 minutes.
Yeah. You know goddamn well I'd rather just... I work and I work for NASA, so I'm going to watch myself here.
Did you say you work for NASA and so you're going to watch yourself?
Yeah, because I can...
Classified information?
No, not classified. I'm just trying to figure out how to describe. Like, I have a say over which companies get money.
Ooh.
So, like, I just don't want to...
Got it.
Get myself in trouble.
Got it, yeah.
The only cuts we have to make on this show are when I'm like, guys, I can't fucking talk about aliens or something like that. Like, we just can't fucking have this conversation.
Because you work for that. Oh, that totally means that aliens are real.
Listen, I try to tell them, I'm like, I have no...
I'm fucking with you.
It's like on a don't ask, don't tell.
Don't ask, don't tell?
Need to know basis.
Need to know basis. There you go. Yeah, don't ask, don't tell is the homophobic
yeah.
military policy.
Yeah. Cheers. I'll drink to that.
Yeah. Clink. There was a TikTok that I saw like a million years ago. It's this guy, he's like, I used to bartend at the gay club, and this is what your drink says about you. And it's like, you know, vodka soda, we get it, you bottom. Vodka Red Bull for when that bump you did in the bathroom just isn't enough. Vodka water, I can just feel the self-hate. Shots of vodka because tequila is yucky. And he just keeps going down. And he just ends the video with, okay guys, be safe, love you. And like, I think that was when I started like ending everything I say with, okay, love you, bye. Like, bye.
If you order, I'll drink vodka water.
That's what you're drinking right now.
But I would never, like, if I'm a bartender and someone orders that, I'm like, are you
okay?
Okay. Like, you're going out and paying for that.
Dude, I met up with a friend, a beloved friend of mine, and I do not say this to judge her. I say this because I am in awe of her and her lifestyle choices. I met up with her
Genuinely worried.
At a wine bar in Phoenix that just recently got a liquor license. It's called Postino. They've been on my... Yeah, shout out Postino. If anyone is in the American Southwest and wants a $6 glass of wine before 5 p.m., go to Postino. Although it used to be 5 before 5, and I really hated them when they changed it. Anyway.
Thanks, Trump. Thanks for your tariffs.
It's so funny because it's like you walk into a Postino and you're like, oh, this is like a hipster like gentrification restaurant, and then you find out that their parent company is called Upward Projects, and it's like I could not hear a more cartoonishly like gentrifying name. Anyway, so I met her at Postino, which is a wine bar that just recently got a liquor license, and I'm sitting across from her, and I also used to work there. Fun fact. And I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna get a bottle. Like, do you want to split it? And she was like, oh, she like holds up a little glass. She's like, I can't, probably shouldn't split a bottle with you. And I'm like, oh, those aren't our wine glasses. Those are not the Postino wine glasses. And then the server walks up with another one and just sets it in front of her, and it's just clear liquid in like a rocks glass, and it's just a shot of vodka. And she was just like, but like watching someone take a shot of vodka out of like a big glass, and like just thinking like, oh, weird glass for water. I was like,
and a little bit of water.
A little bit of water. I was like, wow. I forgot that they had a liquor license, and then I was like, okay, I guess I'm not getting a bottle of wine, so I just got...
Oh, we're getting fucked up now.
I was like, yeah, we're drinking hard liquor? Let's fucking go. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm big on like, oh, you didn't tell me we were drinking. Like, if we're drinking,
we're drinking.
Oh,
and she had 4 of those. So just like 4, like straight, neat. And it's like, listen, I can do that. But do I want to?
Yes.
I'm like, if I'm sitting at a restaurant, like, I will drink straight, neat vodka at home. I don't want to drink that when I'm sitting at a restaurant, you know?
No. You want something in there.
Yeah.
Also, how heavy are these pours?
They're pretty Loctite.
You hate to see it.
You want to talk about heavy pours? So earlier in that night, I had gone to happy hour with my mom at a restaurant that I also used to work at.
Are we leaving these jobs, or are we getting fired or quitting these jobs?
Oh, I have never been fired.
Okay.
I'm a prince.
We can move on.
I'm a prince and everyone loves me. Yeah. I leave and I break hearts.
You're my favorite Boston bartender.
Thank you so much. I'm a very good bartender as well.
It also means you know exactly how much I drink.
I do. Yes. And I know what you drink. You drink vodka crayons.
Vodka crayon. On the cruise, I didn't drink any vodka crayons.
Oh my god, I'm so proud of you. What did you drink?
Strawberry daiquiris. when I tell you, I would eat breakfast around 8 or 9. I'd be 3 deep by breakfast.
Nice.
And then I have
That's what cruises are for.
2 mimosas. Yeah, like I can't get in trouble. Like
You're on a cruise. What are you gonna do? Drive?
Yeah, like it's fine. So I'm like 5 deep by the end of breakfast.
That's crazy.
And then my mom's like, Jesus Christ, Jeremy.
It's part of the package.
I'm
right?
like, yeah, it's like I paid $60 a day. So if I have 4, I pay for it.
Yeah.
So by breakfast, I'm good.
Yeah.
Sorry, please continue. You're at happy hour with your mom.
Oh yeah, I was happy hour with my mom at a restaurant that I also used to work at. We're sitting at the bar, and they had like a blood orange margarita, and so I got that. And the location that I had worked at was in Chicago, and they served it in like a bigger glass, and it was like much like a lot more ice. It was like a lot lighter.
Yeah.
And so he hands it to me in like a rocks glass, and like it's like good, but like you know the rocks are everywhere. And I'm like blah blah blah. And so he comes to like ask if we want another round, and I'm like, would you be mad at me if I asked for this in a highball with soda water? And he was like, no, I don't know. And then like gives me, he's like, that looks really refreshing. And I'm like, it was so good.
You went back and drank one for sure.
100%. It was so good. And then when he gives us the check, he's like, oh, like I put the unofficial former employee discount on there. And I was like, oh my god, you didn't have to. I was not expecting that at all. Like, because like I didn't like, okay, I did secretly work at that location, but like I only worked at that location for like 2 months.
Yeah. Also, restaurant turnover is.
Yeah, I worked at the Chicago location for like a year and some change.
Gotcha.
And so I was like, oh my god, like I wasn't expecting that, like yeah, blah blah blah. And I open it, and he comped like $50 worth of drinks.
No
like
shit.
My mom and I each had 3 rounds, and he only charged for 1. So
Whoa.
Of course I tipped him 40%. I was like, god, that was crazy. And so yeah, it was just really nice. Yeah.
This isn't open mic at all. Now I'm just curious. I guess it's open mic, and a lot of us are drinking at the bar.
Yeah.
What is the etiquette on tipping for comp drinks? My rule is I will tip the value of the comp drink usually.
That's crazy.
That's what I try to do.
I usually tip like half of what the comp drink is. Yeah, well, because it's like, I mean, it depends on how many drinks are comped. So it's like when I go, you know, across the street to the Sevens, like I don't pay for my drinks, and like I don't have cash on me, so I'm like, please charge me for something so I can tip you, and they go no, and so I got nothing.
Yeah.
But then, like, if I'm at a place, like, I mean, like, last night, at Small Victories, like, I had 2 rounds, but I only got charged for 1, so it was $20, and I tipped 12. Like, I usually just, like, if shit gets comped, I just tip 50%, or,
Gotcha.
like, yeah, 50 or 60. That's, like...
I also know I tip egregious, like... I've had people be like, "You tip way too much."
You tip very generously.
I try that. Everyone takes, not you. I mean, you do, but like bartenders usually take care of you.
Yeah, that's what we're for.
You have to be like the biggest dick in the world for me to tip like only 20%.
Literally,
it's crazy.
There was like all those fucking fantasy football kids last night. Like one of them.
How'd they tip?
Terribly. One of them ordered literally a tonic.
There was like 15 of them too.
Yeah. One of them ordered a tonic water, just like rang up at like $2.14, and the guy like went in and physically hit like no tip. And I'm like, you could have just hit the 10%. It would have added 20 cents. You wouldn't have even noticed. Yeah. And it's the principle of the thing. Like
I wouldn't be able to sleep if I didn't for like a 5 on that or something.
I know, not like.
I mean, that's like a high, but like
if he had just
something,
just hitting the 10, giving me 20 cents, just to say, hey, I recognize that I was annoyed. Like I, asked you for a drink, even though you had to get back on stage to keep hosting.
Yeah. That's the thing. You're hosting and bartending.
Yeah.
So like he's watching you run back and forth
for
like 50 feet.
And then there were another two guys, or one guy who got like 2 of the Canary, so it was a $20 tab, and went in and like custom tipped $2, which like I'm familiar with the bucket drink like philosophy. Bucket drink is only.
I better be cash though.
No, the guy tipped $2 like on the card. And bucket drink is only for beer and wine, in my opinion, because it's like you're either opening a bottle or just pouring from a keg. Yeah. And only at bars that like don't have food, like for your tap or whatever.
It needs to be a simple drink. So it's not like an espresso martini that I'm going to spend 3 minutes on.
It's like oh my god, I was actually at a bar years ago in Phoenix. It's called Rula Bula. It's actually in Tempe, but still. And they had a real last, or they had a partial last call and then a real last call. Their partial last call, they were like, all right, guys, from now on, only 2 pours. 2 pour drinks. So, like, rum and Coke. Vodka,
gotcha.
Yeah, so that's called a 2 pour.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I had a bartender say it to me once, and I was like, yeah, whatever you say, like I do.
Yeah, you drink a vodka cran, that's a 2 pour.
Yeah, which is why I get a basic-ass drink.
See, and I'm an asshole. So if I'm, like, what I drink behind the bar for myself, and then, like what I would order, if I'm trying to drink that outside, is a vodka soda with lime and bitters. So that's 4. So
by yourself, you'll do a vodka soda, lime and bitter, or you'll order
that? Everyone, like, I'll only order it if I feel like the bartender is, like, if they're not busy, and if it's, like, not.
You're an asshole if they're slammed.
Oh, no. If they're slammed, I'm like, can I get an IPA? Just, like, give me a harpoon. Give me a,
Sun Cruise or whatever the fuck.
The Sun Cruise are, like, tea, right?
Yeah. Ugh. But the eating disorder in me says there's 0 calories, I think. Or they're, like, 0 carb. There's something.
I think it's 0 carb because you can't have alcohol without calories.
You're right, yeah. So it's something like that. But learned that from another comic from with eating disorders. Mm-hmm. See, it's so fun. Like, when I'm doing a virtual episode and guys get up, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I can just, vamp. And now I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now.
Well, no, like, we can still have this conversation.
Yeah, you're right. Honestly, it's still picking you up.
Just gonna be quieter on the mic.
Yeah. It's the audio guy's problem.
Yeah. Aren't you the audio guy?
I'm the audio guy.
Yeah.
Again, I love to be like, we'll fix that in post. That's it. We'll clip that in later.
We'll fix it in the aggregate.
Move it in background. Perfect. We still have 10 minutes. Perfect.
Nice. What time is it?
9:45. So we're working out perfect time.
Oh shit! Cool.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? We've been talking about alcohol for a while.
Yes, and I'm trying to keep it in the context of
comedy.
Comics or alcoholics.
Comics do tend to be either recovered addicts or functioning addicts. So
yeah, and I do think it's all I know even like I'll talk with other comics and be like tipping etiquette or like last call etiquette. Like there are a lot of etiquette type things around the bar because that's like that's your currency of how I really started drinking was doing comedy. I didn't drink before comedy. I never drank.
I mean, the biggest thing is just like, I mean, as a bartender, like, learn your bartender's name. Like, do you know who bartends at the Point on Wednesday nights?
No, and I always have to ask, but I know that we know each other's faces.
His name's Cam.
Yes, it is Cam. You're right, 100%. I walked up to him the other day, and he goes, Dan Williamson?
Nope.
And I'm like, you're so close, man.
So close.
You're so close.
Just a few inches.
Yeah, you're in
just different glasses.
10 degrees off on the white guy. Yeah, 100%.
As if the bartender Cam is not also a white guy.
Yeah, but like Dan and I are like we're the same shade of white. Yeah. I wish I was as funny as Dan. But those are things where like I will always go up and I'll be like, I know we know each other. I'm so sorry I can't remember your name. I'm actually shocked. I don't think I ever had to ask your name a second time, which is exceedingly rare.
Well, because
don't bring it up.
No, because what the
yeah. Okay. Don't bring it up.
Why?
You can. It's fine. I was doing this morning before I left. I was like, it's gonna come up, and I'm not gonna.
Well, because you just brought up the fact that like
I know, and I thought it through.
So the reason why you never had to ask my name again is because you were so embarrassed.
Traumatized.
The first words you ever said to me were a homophobic microaggression.
I felt so bad. I'm still feel bad.
All right, for those listening, what had happened was I was closing down at the bar at Grand 10, and I had my headphones on, and I was bopping to the song "Claw" by Moth. Stream Moth on Spotify.
And knowing the shadows, this is great.
See her on tour.
This might be the first 2 shadows in the history of this podcast that aren't like. Go see a comedian. No, go listen to Moth. Go see Moth. It's MOTHE. I'll try to remember to put the link in the comments.
Moth with an E. She slaps. It's so good. Party bangers. For her new album. And then whatchamacallit? I was listening to that on my headphones, bopping around, and Jeremy comes up to get one last drink and close out, and he's like, kind of waves. I take the headphones off. He's like, excuse me, like, I know you're probably listening to Chapel Roan, and I'm like, Jesus.
That's not quite what I said.
That's literally word for word what you said. You said, I don't want to interrupt you.
You seem like you're listening to Chapel Roan, is what I said.
I don't want to interrupt you. You seem like you're listening to Chapel Roan, and I was like, that's a microaggression.
And it was so not about gender identity or sexual. It was just like the beats per minute or the cadence.
The BPM of the song.
I don't know the terminology. I'm also, to be fair, 99% of what I listen to is Chapel, so like, I can find
such a diehard Chapel fan. Yes.
Don't you fucking forget it.
I will never. You just spent $1,000 to go see her in New York.
Bleep that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. And there was part of me was like, do I buy a second ticket and like go with somebody?
No.
But
here's the thing.
Because I also know me, and I'm not going to accept money back on that. So like, I was just going to be $2,000.
You're just going to eat that. And the biggest thing is just like, and this is something like I only go to concerts by myself now because
I was thinking about genuinely, you were totally on my mind.
Yeah.
Because we talked about this.
Oh yeah, what was I wearing? Sorry, I told you that. Was my
you
favorite thing.
Yeah, you did say earlier. Khakis.
No. What?
I said khakis.
Khakis. Oh my god.
It was a dumb joke, but I'm
going
to hit you.
Classic commercial.
Classic.
Oh, classic commercial. I was just thinking about like old Volkswagen commercials earlier. Like, do you remember the one where it's like the 4 dudes on a road trip and they sit down and they put the CD in and it goes, "Welcome to learning Spanish in the car," and then the next like it clips in the commercial to they're at a gas station.
Yeah.
And they get out of the car and they're speaking perfect fluent Spanish. They're like 7 hours, no musica, and like just they're like so I get reach like but perfect Spanish,
yeah.
And they're all mad at each other because they listen to and it's just like Volkswagen, it'll get you there, like or no matter what you like, no matter how you get there, like you'll get there or whatever.
Oh my god,
it was great.
That's a fun commercial. They don't make them like he used to. The old Campbell's ones where the camera just roll forever. Too.
That's Chef Boyardee, baby.
Chef Boyardee, I'm sorry. I'll put some fucking respect on their name. I do love Volkswagen. I think it was a Super Bowl ad a couple of years ago. They went with a nostalgia commercial, which for Volkswagen is bold.
Yeah, because we all know.
Literally, the opening scene, if I remember correctly, the opening scene is like black and white of like a old Beetle like coming off a like cargo ship, and it's like 1938, and it's like, do we really want to talk about Volkswagen in 1938? Like, you guys are that.
That's a really good premise for a joke. I think you should use that.
I can try to use it for something because it's fucking. It was like
you can cook with that if you noodle it a little bit.
Noodle it a little.
Yeah,
I will forget until this, which is great.
Sounds good.
Every now and then, by every now and then, I mean multiple times a day. I'm like, damn, that would actually be funnier than anything I've done so far, and then I forget it. Yeah. And then I just remember that there was something funnier than I've done so far, and then it's hard. We talked about this last episode, actually.
How do you write jokes?
Yeah, did you listen to the episode?
No, but this is a question that Alex.
You're like, no, I didn't.
No, I don't listen to podcasts. I can't.
You're right. That's why I was shocked.
I don't have the attention span to listen to podcasts because, like,
I only listen if I'm up.
Yeah, no, it's not even that. Like, I probably won't listen to this because there's no background music, and I just I can't. I play it, and it just background track, and it just goes like in one ear and out the other. Like it starts to sound like the parents from Charlie Brown. Like I can't like focus. But
even if you watch them,
if I watch it, it's different because then I'm watching an interview. But like, because everyone's like, oh, like I put on a podcast when I'm driving, and I'm like, I can't.
Oh, I can't do that. I'll zone out.
Literally can't imagine a worse thing. Or like
audiobooks too.
Or like when I'm knitting, and I'm like, no, like. No. But no, Alex P asked me this question a little while ago and he did not like my answer.
I'm worried now.
I just write jokes. No, I mean,
you write it down in a note.
When I write them down when I'm done with them. So I noodle them in my head.
Okay, so that's my answer. Is like what's like the process?
Yeah, just like I come like I'll come up with something or like a question or like like I told you about, my sports joke. It's 2.5 minutes, and it came from like a 15-second fun fact that the guy who took my virginity told me when I was 16.
Shout out.
Yeah,
I'm doing shout outs.
Vaughn Jones, I think he works for NPR in Seattle. No, you don't have to believe that. Everyone support NPR, donate.
Support NPR.
And if you live in the Seattle area and you're listening to this, you might have heard the voice of the guy who took my virginity on your radio.
Anyway,
yeah.
First off, that's for sure. That's for sure the clip.
No, he gave me like a 15-second fun fact, and I turned that into a 2.5-minute joke. And like, my circumcision joke, right?
Yes.
I fucking love that joke. That joke's about like, I want to say it's like 80 seconds, maybe 90 seconds.
I love that you know this time. I have no idea what my jokes are.
So I have all. I'm about to get so fucking autistic with you, dude.
That's why I asked the question.
I have a master doc on my computer.
Yep.
It's a Word document with every joke I've ever told that works. So it has the title of the joke and then the joke verbatim.
Yep.
When I'm building a set, I open a new Word doc and I copy paste the jokes.
Every time you're going on stage, you make a new Word doc?
Only for
you do like sets. You do like a chunk of
I write a set. Like I put the right jokes in the right order, and then I look at the word count, and I know that when I'm performing, my proper speed is 150 words per minute.
Yes, yeah.
So if I'm doing a 5-minute set, I need the new doc to be 750 words, and so I have my jokes in the master doc split between. So I have my intros, so those are all my pronoun jokes, because I'm like, my pronouns are he, him. I'm the guy that the Killers wrote that song, and so it's like when I'm writing.
We never actually introduced you a second time.
Oh,
we fucked it up the first time.
We fucked it up the first time. I'm Nick Hesper. I bartend at Grand Ten. And that's the only thing I do. I don't actually do comedy. I'm just talking out of my ass. But no,
your mom actually just called. This is a Make-A-Wish, actually. Your mom called. She wants me to get out of the house. She's actually right over there.
It's so funny because, like, my mom was in town visiting me, and she let me, like, blow her off for the evening because my law school friends asked to hang out, and she's like, honey, I think you spend too much time with comics. I want you to go hang out with your law school friends.
She wants a better influence for you.
Yeah, she was like, use the emergency credit card for your first round. I was like, okay, Mom, thanks.
Oh
yeah, it was so funny. But yeah, I called it.
I think your mom came to my house, so that was cool.
Fuck you.
All right, nothing on that. Don't act like we haven't made this joke 47 times. You're gonna leave me hanging on it.
Yeah, I'll leave you hanging on this.
I respect that. I
respect hanging on this one. Well, I was formulating my next sentence as well because
So write them down, put them into a new Word doc when you're making a set list. Words per minute.
Yeah, so 150 words per minute, 5 minutes. No, but what I was saying earlier is, like, one of my hottest takes is that everyone, regardless of genitalia, I don't care what genitalia you have, you should sit when you pee.
So, I'm going to take heat from the guys when they watch this, for sure. Because I actually mostly sit when I pee, but it's because I just am bored and, like, I want to get away from work and just, like, sit on my phone and just, like, hang out.
It's like, if you don't sit when you pee, you're denying yourself the euphoria of phone on toilet.
Yeah.
And also, some people just don't know how to fucking aim, and that's a problem.
I worked a good amount of service industry jobs. Toilets were my thing. Just autistically, I'd be like, literally, I'll do the cash, I'll do the floors, I'll do everything.
Mm-hmm.
If you do the bathrooms. Like, I will do every single other closing job.
Yeah.
And if not, I'm like, honestly, I'll just be like, sorry, openers, it's not getting done.
Yeah. Well, it's like, to loop it back to comedy, I bartend at a bar that does comedy. So, like, I know all the comics, and I know who tends to be there on the days that people piss on the toilet seats.
Oh, after this also, I want those names, and I want to know who's good or bad tippers.
I will not be naming names.
Even after? You bitch.
Maybe. But, no.
I called my mom a bitch the other day, and she was like, the fuck did you do? It's just like a default.
Get ready to smack you. No, like, I opened a set once, months ago. I was just like, before I get started, I just want to say that I hate all of you on a deep and personal level. And then people kind of laughed, and I was like, however, I would not hate you at all if I didn't have to clean the bathrooms in this bar, and if you knew how to aim. And, like, last night...
You said that last night, too, or something similar.
Well, because last night I was hosting, and, like, when when B does the rules, it's, rule number 1, you get 5 minutes. Rule number 2, don't say slurs that don't apply to you. Yeah. Rule number 3, his rule is don't try to fight the host because, he gets to tell the karate joke and the wife joke. But for me, please try to fight the host. I'm so itching. I'm so ready.
I fucking dare you. I wish a motherfucker would.
I don't have a wife who would be disappointed in me if I fought someone, so it's like,
You also got at least me and B hopping in that fight, too. Not that I'm much, but, like...
No, I would be offended if you hopped in on my behalf. I'm like, let me sink or swim by myself. But no,
so my... Dan Williamson?
My
cut
rule...
that.
Yeah, cut that. Fix it in the aggregate. No, my rule number 3 was raise your hand if you have a penis, and then a bunch of people raised their hand because we had a fantasy football loser in the house.
I was at the bar and I was like, I don't know where he's going with this, but I'm in.
And I was like, if you don't know how to aim, sit when you fucking pee.
Yeah.
And then the one dude in the crowd who was like, I do, and I was like, yep. And then like later on, you were like, does anyone go to therapy? And he was like, whoa, and you were like, gotta support your boys who go to therapy. He's like, yeah, you have to support your boys. And I was just like, let's give this man.
He seems like a nice guy.
The bar is on the floor, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, he sits when he pees and he supports his bros who go to therapy.
Yeah.
Amazing. What's his number? It's almost enough to. It can almost make you overlook the backwards hat.
Yeah.
And the shitty tat sleeve.
Again, there was another comic, female comic that we both know very well, who said it was something along the lines of like, if you have a job, it was like if you have a job, you have a car, and you have no charges, there's a 90% chance I'll go on a date with you. And I was like, God damn, is the bar on? And it's, I'll tell you later. It's someone that we like. Want the best for.
I think I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember.
A certain blue Subaru fan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my
I know, and I was like, Bestie, you deserve the
She's
world.
Not minor, though, like long term. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I know she's had them. I don't know if she currently does. I'm sure it's also probably an older joke, but...
Yeah, last I checked. But no. What was I about to say? You know, for straight women, I mean, that particular comic is not straight, but like, dude, straight women have no standards. Like, you just heard Meg out there talking about her
bum-ass
ex-boyfriend who, like, didn't have a job for a year.
She said he was, like, 31, right?
He was, like, 31, didn't have a job for a year. She would have to, like, actually ask him to shower, and then he would say, like, I'll do it later, and then she would have to hang,
6 dates in a year and a half.
Yeah, 6 dates, yeah. So that is what straight women put up with. That is what, like,
It makes me feel so much better, honestly. I'm like, all right.
And it's like, that's why I, like, you know... I tell a lot of jokes about, like, being slutty and, like, being gay, and, like, truly...
End of list.
Yeah. if there are 2 things you need to know about
there are 2 adjectives about this.
He's gay and he's slutty, and occasionally he tells funny jokes. That's literally it.
I ate shit on it. Well, we can talk about it later.
What was that?
You did a joke last night about... It was something about dating lesbian women or something like. It was just something along those lines.
Oh, it was the bathroom joke. The only thing that should be choking me in a single stall bathroom is the stench of IBS or a hot lesbian with low standards.
Yeah, and when you made that joke, I saw like 4 tables look at each other, and I was like, "Are they doing the math on like? Does it count as being a lesbian essentially?
Yeah.
If they have sex with you?" And I walked up on stage and did that joke. And nobody laughed.
Which joke?
I did a joke, funnier version of what I just said. I was like, okay. When Nick did that joke, I saw you all looking around, like, trying to do the math on that, more or less. I don't remember exactly what I said. And, like, the people that I know were talking about it gave me a dead stare, and I was like, you motherfucker, you're gonna leave me hanging out.
They got caught.
They got caught. But it was so funny to watch them turn around and be like,
well, it's like, I mean, I have a joke. It's called Gold Star Les, where it's like, I just gave away the punchline by telling you the title of the joke. But
Story of my life.
We're not doing stand up right now. This is fine. But it goes, you know, I get shit from people in the queer community for sleeping with straight men because they're like, you know, he doesn't respect your identity. He doesn't see you as a man, and I'm like, neither do you. I've had your claw marks running up and down my back, and you still consider yourself a gold star lesbian, so I think we can give Justin a pass, you know? Like, so it's like, and I change the name every time. So sometimes it's like Dylan, sometimes it's Connor, or Kevin, or whatever the fuck.
Shout out to Justin who listens.
Which Justin?
Not a Justin, you know.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's like, I'm aware that, like, you know, but there's also, like, in the lesbian community, there is, like, a very unique and nuanced view and experience of, like, gender and gender roles and gender expression. So it's like, you know what a he, him lesbian is, right?
No.
A lesbian who still identifies as a woman but uses he, him pronouns. I'm close to that. I'm like, if a he, him lesbian was a bisexual man. Sort of, yeah.
You're gonna blow some people's minds.
Which is so funny because it makes perfect sense to me.
No, it
and
makes
to the
total
people
sense.
that I sleep. Like, it's like truly, like, I'm seeing someone right now who lives up in Salem who is.
Yeah.
I
don't argue that's the only way that math works out with you.
What?
Like, it's the only reason, like, logical way to describe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I remember I had a coworker in Chicago, and because I made the mistake of coming on to like, an Italian restaurant in Chicago because I just got so tired of getting misgendered.
Yeah.
And like there was this. Oh my gosh, her name was Elaine. So hot. She was
so disappointed the mic won't catch that.
That's why I said it real quiet.
I'm gonna boost the audio just on that.
Stop! What if she hears it? She would never in a million fucking years hear that.
I hope you get a message later.
Jesus Christ. And she was one of the bartenders.
I'm gonna need her name, number, and social after this.
No, thank you. I told her about it, and she was like, "Okay, what does that mean?" And I was like, "Okay, so imagine in your head, think of the most like feminine, flamboyant gay man that you've ever met in your life. You know, he calls everyone girl, like, you know, wears dresses, like whatever. You still call him he, right?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, just do that with me. Like, I'm very effeminate. I have sex with men, but like,
Brag about it.
I will. It's hard.
It's not.
Well, sometimes it is, and then it gets, and then
Yeah.
But
This is such a different podcast than all the other episodes.
where the fuck? How did we get here?
You kind of took us here, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, and so it's like, you would still call that
Take
guy
charge.
he. You would still call that guy he. So you would still call me he, and it's like, to me, it's just so easy. I like don't even think about it, because I've been like using he and pronouns for the last like 7-8 years.
I didn't know. I never thought about when you started.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Like, it's just kind of a thing, and like I get misgendered so often that it doesn't even faze me anymore. It's just like it bothers me when people like they them me. But
The first day we met after the incident, we went to the bar after, and I don't know why, I just kept saying she. And you kept correcting me. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, usually I'm so much better at this. And my brain just wasn't working that night. And you were like, don't worry. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't have corrected you.
Yeah.
I would have just never talked to you again.
Yeah. Like, I let it slide for people I don't respect.
Yeah.
Because I don't respect them. I don't care about their opinion of me. Or
I've really
their
thought
perception
about
of
that
me.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could, and like, it's rare that I make a slip up now. For the most part, I don't know why, I just fucking...
You have eyes, and like, I present very feminine.
I know, I also don't think before I speak a lot of the time, which is more of a general issue. But it's one of those things where it's like, that really stuck with me. I was like, oh yeah, like, if you didn't... Like, correcting me is work and effort, and like, you would have just not corrected me.
Yeah.
So, and I've carried that with any pronoun thoughts I've had even since, where I'm just like, if they didn't like me, they wouldn't have taken the time to explain it. They wouldn't have taken the time to, keep correcting me. So, yeah, we were fast friends for the most part.
Yeah, pretty easy.
Yeah, which is wild. I make fast friends. I mean, if I like you, I make fast friends.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people I don't like.
Because we were sitting it was you, me, Jeremy Lee, and Brendan. We were sitting at Small Victories.
Yes.
And Brendan got up to order a drink, and he pointed at me, and he said, "I'm gonna go, Nick, do an autism." And then I did like an autism about Star Wars for like 10, 15 minutes. And you were like sitting there just listening to me talk, and I was like, oh, this guy's super nice. He's just listening to me talk and like yapping whatever. And then
you kept trying to change the topic, and you were like, we don't have to talk about it. And I was like, no, I love listening. I told you this so many times. I love listening to people talk about things that they like.
Yeah.
Even if I don't give a fuck about them, I love seeing genuine excitement and stuff like that. So
do you like Star Wars?
No. Which I know is like
so crazy because you're a NASA guy.
I don't do Star Wars, Star Trek. I don't do any of that.
Damn.
Which is why I know that's like the safest bet you could make, and it's wrong.
You ever read The Martian?
No, I haven't even seen the movie. I know. I also don't read.
I forgot you don't read.
Yeah, I don't read.
Oh, Jeremy Tamilio, illiterate, confirmed.
I know. I used to have to do like way past when everyone else had to do it, like the reading test where you have to like read and they measure words per minute.
Yep.
And I was always at like a grade level that you would be disappointed at.
Damn. Dude, you work at NASA, you work at Harvard, you're fine.
You'd be amazed at how little textbooks you need to read to pass a class if you can figure out. I basically just, every time I do like a math problem, I have to solve it from scratch.
Damn.
But you get real good at solving complex math problems when you have to solve them from scratch, and like you don't just memorize shit. But Anyways.
Yeah.
What do you got coming up, Nick? You got shows?
Yes.
Co-hosting for the first time?
I'm co-hosting for the
Very
first
excited
time
for you.
August 28th. I have also officially... Oh, stop. Oh, my goodness.
No,
stop.
keep going.
No, my ego, stop. No, so I'm doing that on August 28th. That is Magic Mike at the Anchor. It's Right to Work, right?
Right to Work and Like to Laugh.
Right to Work and Like to Laugh, and I am co-hosting it with the absolutely incredibly talented Nicholas Gregoretti.
Shout out
Nicholas Gregoretti, ladies and gentlemen. And okay, so I've recently taken over the Giggle Station mic in Chelsea.
You take that over now?
Yeah, that's mine now.
Awesome.
So it's the first Saturday of every month.
Under 13th Road.
Under 13th Road.
Nice.
It is this month. It's Saturday, this coming month, Saturday, September 6th. If anybody who's listening to this wants to get booked, I'm on Instagram as Nick.Hesper. Send me a DM. 7-minute sets, pre-booked. It's up in Chelsea. Cute little restaurant.
Do they need to submit a clip or just send a message?
If I know you, you don't need a clip. Or if you just like have clips on your.
You're gonna get people who are like, Jeremy can vouch for me.
Yeah,
and I'll let you know if I will.
Yeah, if Jeremy, yeah. So if I know you, I'll probably just if Jeremy can vouch for you, then yeah. So, but yeah, we're looking for people.
Awesome. So you got Saturdays every Saturday once a month.
Yeah, that'll be the first Saturday of every month, and then
that's very fun.
Friday, September 12th, we have Don't Drown at Grand Tent Distilling.
Yep.
Also, we have some open slots for that. So again, Instagram, Nick.Hesper. That I do need at least a 5-minute clip for if you want to get booked for that.
Awesome. I didn't know that.
Yes. Well, it's either a 5-minute clip or we have to have seen you do it. Because
that's a standard thing.
Yeah, because B's out of town for a lot of this month, and so me and Alexis are probably going to be doing one of that. And like because I'm B. William Brooks's personal assistant, which means I answer all the emails. So like I'm signed into his email.
Not the DMs though. That's a key distinction.
Oh no, I wouldn't touch his Instagram with a 10-foot pole. That
you would catch something.
No, it's So I'm logged into his Instagram. If you get an email from B, it's probably from me. Yeah, and so it's just like I watch all the videos for the submissions and I build the list. And then it just makes everything run a little smoother because it's like I'm just always around.
Yeah. You don't have any contests coming up, right?
Don't Drown. It's September 12th.
Any non-13th contest?
No.
All right.
Oh, I know you sent me the links to those.
There's a couple of them. It's fine.
School's starting.
No, yeah, 100%. So it's just like I was just curious to plug it.
Yeah.
And then every Sunday at Grand Tent, at least.
Every Sunday at Grand Tent, and then I'm at Castle Island every other Monday. Or it's the second and fourth Monday of every month.
You got a lot of shit.
I'm always at Castle Island.
Yeah.
Like there's never except for when I'm out of town. And then sometimes I do Tuesdays at Hennessy's, but haven't in a minute.
Sometimes Tuesdays at Hennessy, sometimes Wednesday at the Point.
Yeah. I'm trying to do Wednesday at the Point every other Wednesday because like we do gay country. Well, if you ever want to come to gay line dancing night at
it's a fun time.
It's every other Wednesday through 617 Country. You can follow them on Instagram. Shout out.
There's no chance somebody listening to this is in that demographic, but you
can still go if you're not gay. What if you like line dancing?
You've heard how many times I have to explain what a polycule is.
That's fair.
These are the. I love them to death, but.
Okay, it's a huge tangent. I'm from Arizona. We have a gay rodeo every February, and I tell people that like, oh, I'm flying home for the gay rodeo, and they go, "What is that?" And I'm like, "There's 2 words. Which one are you having trouble with?
Are you illiterate?
Are you dumb?
Are you Jeremy Tamelio? It's 2 words, man. Read them.
I'm Jared. I'm 19, and I never fucking learned how to read.
If we're gonna start quoting vines, we're gonna be here all night.
No, we're not. We're gonna wrap this up like right now because so
we gotta go drink.
Yeah, we're meeting one of my law school friends. I'm in law school. That's fun. Trying to balance comedy and law school is crazy. Maybe I'll do another episode in 2 months, and we'll see if I still have like hair or a liver. You know. But
there's also a chance you just shave off the hair.
Yeah, it's fair.
I get that vibe.
No, whatchamacallit. But yeah, so you can catch me every Bruin Laughs at Castle Island. That is the second and fourth Monday of the month. I will be at Magic Mike co-hosting with Nick Gregoretti on August 28th. I will be hosting my Giggle Station Mike September 6th in Chelsea, and I will be participating in Don't Drown on September 12th at Grand Tent Distilling. And if you would like to get booked on either the Chelsea Station Mike or the Don't Drown contest, shoot me a DM on Instagram at Nick.Hesper. Thank you, good night. Let's go get a beer.
Yay!
Woo!